Round three. So, last left off there, we had that transition we're going to put in and some stuff. Now, I was some dipsadoodling and chesting and trying some stuff to see what I thought and change of plans. So, first and foremost, before we get in there, we got to fix this. This is something that we got to fix because I think it's going to be super tight. Well, it is going to be super tight with the superior end. You already can see then that's going wide. So if we're coming in for something like this, it would probably behoove us to come in this way. Just because if we come in here to load up, we'll have to back way up and then go around, which isn't the end of the world. But I'd also like to paint in this road and get this in. So what I'd like to do, what we're gonna do, real quick. Hopefully, we're gonna grab our slope. Hopefully, this is okay. Here we go. We grab our slope. The transition around here where we soften is about there. So I'm gonna say, let's go to our target point is gonna be the road in the middle right there. Hit square for our target point. And then I don't want to be going too far down into here. I just want to fill in. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe there. Ooh, 4%. Okay, let's try it. So we're gonna go out, and we're just gonna go straight out. We're just trying to widen it out for that full road on the top side. The only down. Oh, yep, just like we see right there. Oh, but hold on. Seems to be hitting a straight line though. So what if feels like this is actually really far out, but let's just try it. Because we might be hitting that true like the 90-degree grid on the map, whatever that is. Yeah, like poof, look how dead straight that is. Okay. All right, so that's but the question is, can we run it that way? So, like I said, I mean, if we're hitting the inner bunker, then technically speaking, we could move the bunkers over a smidge. Then we come in here. Oh, that is tight. And then I think it's premonition of me putting that little tiny strip in there because I think we are going to be. Putting a little bit of a see like this going this way is no sweat, so to speak. It's okay. Hold on. Me tinks. I'm kind of happy boy. I'm kind of a happy boy right now. Like I kind of like the fact that we got a good line in there. We could let's just do it right now. We could put the green or for just for visual sake, right? So there's the upper road, and the fence is going to be right tight. That's going to be a tight fence going there. Because if we go in, if we manipulate it in anymore, it's going to look weird if we kind of go this way. That's not really going to help. I think it's doable. I just gotta be a good driver. Hey, here we go. Let's see. We're coming in. Well, we already knocked over a sign. Then we come in here. Then can we go over? Oh. Okay, if I just leave it. Okay, we didn't, but darn, that's close. But we technically just gotta start. I think that's okay. In the straight line, yeah, it's gonna be the way it's gonna be. I think we can paint that in and kind of make it look a little nice and kind of shine that up with some stuff. So I think that'll be okay. Now, yeah, we can worry about that. Now that again, like that part's fixed. I think that's okay. Now the problem is the ramp, right? So we did see right here how it does get all winkety wonkety and you get little bumps there, and it does bump out there. So we got to go back and we got to get our soften right there, and we want to widen it out a little bit just for the road, right? So we're gonna widen it out, but we want to keep it away. Gonna soften this. The money stopped. Okay, so the money stopped. We're just gonna soften here. Now we're going to go one down a bit because we don't want to get it to the edge if we can help it. We want to keep it on the road, so to speak. So not too close to the edge. The money is not really moving very much at all. If at any, oh, there it is. Now it's moving. Okay, so now we're just going to go back and forth as if we're driving in and out again, just to try to soften it all up. And then we're going to go one wide just to make a little entrance here. And then, oh, and we got a little dipsy doodle there. See that little bump right there? Okay, so now we're going to grab our raise. We're going to put the red right in the middle again. And just a little tap. Just a little tap. Little tap. Oh, little tap. Boom. Okay, and then just in right there. Little tap. Little tap. Little tap. Oh, it's getting there. Little tap. Little tap. Oh, there we go. And one right there, I think. Oh, yeah. See, this is where the shadows help. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt. And I'll show you shortly why they're a pain in the butt. But something like that actually works really good. And then again, I'm not against little bumps, right? Like, I'm not against, it's not everything's perfect. The farm's not perfect, right? So little bumps are okay. Complete dips, those are not okay. So little bumps right there, that's okay. I'm okay with that. That's cool. Happy little bumps. Right? It's the jagged edges are the ones that you got to watch for. And then same thing, we coming on out here. And then that is, oh, that's tight. That's tight. Sorry about the camera there. It's hard to get the right angle. But I think that was okay. Not bad, not bad. Like I said, I'm trying to challenge myself here. I don't want everything to be super easy and open and all that stuff. And plans wise, real quick here. So we've got that done. Hold on before we get, okay, so that little bump there, I think we're gonna leave that one, or do we want to? Yeah, we're gonna leave that. Maybe we'll put a post there. Maybe a light will go there. Actually, that might be a good idea. Maybe eventually, once the lights go in. So that's there, that's in. Softening's there. Felt good going up there. The transition was nice. Transition was nice going in and out of here. So we're good there. We're good there. So already there. We are now. Yeah, let's save. Let's save. We've done some stuff already. Right into it. We are saving. Okay, so what we want to do now. Oh, yeah, back out. There we go. That would help. So that right there. Now, from here, again, plans are changing because I thought about it, and as I was mucking about it with it, we're not going to put an entrance here. I think it's going to become, yeah, the way it's going to work is there's going to be storage here for equipment, and it's going to be all the outdoor storage for the outdoor equipment that can be outdoor. Or even also too, it could also be used as interim storage too. So, or interim parking or what have you, right? So there's a little bit of room for us to move and maneuver and put some stuff. And I think we're going to keep it like that. We're just going to close it off, and the only way in, the only way out is right here. And then if you got to get up into the shop, that's right there. So it's almost like a back lot. Holy vey. Wow, that was a hard word apparently. Now, moving on. Back up to the shop. We've saved it up. We are good to go. Now, when it comes to up here, we've got our shop down. We've got our repair down. One thing we don't have, because we have our over yonder here, we do have our drop zone 1. We have our repair, which one thing I kind of laughed my butt about is we never put a refuel here. I never ended up putting a refuel here. So we are definitely going to be putting a refuel here. And me being me, of course, there are easy small slot usage ways to put a fuel station in. However, not me, not the majors. So the good thing is that we are going to be using one of the sheds that we already are using. It is the wooden shed, by Bartso NV3. And that is, where is it, Major? Yeah, we'll keep going maybe. Yep, there, right there. Boom. So right there, it says one slot. I don't remember. We have to go back to the video of me building the log site repair and refuel video in order for me to remember to know what slots there are. But we are using the same building, except we're using it a little bit in a reverse way. There are doors and sorry, not doors. There are walls that you can put on this. However, you don't put them on until the building's placed. So what I want to do is you can see right here where we are a little bit into the shadows. And if I want to get in there, it's kind of hard to see exactly how close I am to the building. So what I like to do is I will actually get myself up, which is actually, you know what, now that I do this, I completely forgot that there is that mod with the bigger flashlight. So this would the bigger flashlight mod would help in this situation even more so. I tried not to build at night, but also to during the winter months, the shadows come very quickly. So what I like to do is I'll just run up with my flashlight, stick it on the wall or wherever I need to see. Ah, there we go. So can't see, or you have a tractor, right? You got a tractor with some lights on. You just got to make sure you stick. Oh, look at that floating flashlight. So you just got to stick yourself or your flashlight, or sorry, your tractor in a position that isn't going to be interfering where you're building. All right, so now moving on. Like I said, wooden shed. We are going to be putting this right up against the building here. So you got to put the shed down first, or else the shed overlap won't work. So this one we got to put it a little bit away. Like I just want to put it a step away from the building, and not necessarily overlap. Okay, overlap on, snapping on, boom. So not necessarily perfectly lined up, but hot diggity, that's a pretty good spot. Okay, well, yeah, we'll keep it. So now what we're gonna do. So this is the shed right here. There we go. So now let's turn our. Do we have stuff on? Yep, they're still on. Okay, cool. So there are options for this. So you have walls. If we go show the, I didn't turn those up, didn't I? Oh, terribly sorry. Oops, my bad. Boom. There we go. Now we can see the menu a little better. So now if you walk up, you have the X's and you have the little openings right here, or I guess you can see like the markings. So one is for the wall. You can put a wall up, or you can take the wall down. And then the X's are for props. So yeah, right here, you know what? We'll do this prop right there because we're going to be doing that. There you go. So that's that prop right there. So you can pop them up, pop them down. Plus there is walls. There's the inside X's, and that is right there, show floor. So then it pops well. Now you see how I jumped up a bit. So what happens is if you put something down and then you put the floor down, the placement is depending on the grass. So if I were to put a piece of something down, let's just go put let's just try some decoration, I guess. Try a stick of wood. So if we go here, see how it raised up? So it goes up and then it comes up to the wall, to the floor, or it goes down, right? So that's where you got to be really careful with this shed, where you can have a floor or you can not have a floor. So if you put something down on the floor and then you decide, you know what, I don't want the floor, and we take the floor away, yeah, see how I dropped? So then there's going to be that little gap. Okay, warning aside, just fair warning. So then what I'm going to do is what we are going to do right here is I found the right there. It's called the Oldgasstation, and this is by Steem and Steem Antarh. RMG. So terribly sorry, butchered that name. So this is actually a really nice. I really like this. It's going to work out really nice, especially for the role play in my head, so to speak, that's going on with the way that we're running the farm. So here it is. It's three fuel, basically fuel canisters. You've got 11 slots, 18,000 liters. And the great thing is that once you put that overlap on, we've got the posts in the middle. So you do have that little bump on there. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put this right there. So this is where you have to be careful. So this is why I talk about the floor. So if I put this down now, you can see how you have things that are just off the ground. And then if we put the floor on, then the pallets and everything would be stuck in the ground. So this is where we're going to go stick our floors in now. Boonk, boonk. And then the X's apparently show up when you get closer. And then as you get far away, they disappear. Now, I think if we turn that stuff off, I think it... Oh, we missed one. One moment. There we go. All right, so now, go back to it. So now you can see it should line up just perfect. And then what I try to do, we're going to keep our snapping on. And I try to get it to where... I'm going to try to get it right about there, I think. Look, I kind of feel like this looks really good. So right there, boom, right about there. So then that's our fuel station there. Everything lines up hunky-dory. And then because you can add and remove the walls, what I was and the props, I think this would look good right here. Oh, like that. And then we go show the wall there. And then we go show the wall there. Beauty. And we can show the wall on this one. Oh, no, sorry. This one. That's right. We did use this backwards. There is no wall. So I don't mind. I kind of like it where it just has the one wall sort of thing for protection. And there is actually props on this side too. Oh, so well, there is props here that you can use. I feel like that's a tripping hazard. So I'm going to keep that prop off. But then there is props, I think, on here, isn't there? Show props. Hey, there you go. Okay, well, I mean, the pallet's going a little bit into the ground because the ground is, I guess, manipulated a little bit. But we can just hide that with some grass. So that's that. Is there a prop over here? I think there was. Oh, no, it's on the other side. There is another prop over here, but it doesn't really suit because it is a wood thing. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that suit's sitting there? I don't think so. I think it's better without it. Just like that. So there we go. So that is just the one extra slot for the shed, and then the 11 slots for the fuel, and then that gives us the 18,000 liters capacity. So that'll take us forever to go through that probably. And then, like I said, with the 3 different canisters or vessels, you should say. Sorry, I think it's vessels. I should be saying is we can play it up, so to speak, in the sense of like one's gasoline, 2 are diesel, right? We got 2 big ones are the diesel ones, and you got a little gasoline one in the back. Everything's diesel on the farm. Well, technically speaking, too. I didn't even think about that. We also have, because there is the methane one. Ooh, now I got my tinkins. Because we could put something like that, right? Anyways, that's something for the future, just in case. I mean, we're not running anything methane yet, but just in case. So that was kind of my thought process there when it came to having the fuel station. That was kind of, I'm hoping, I think that looks good. I think that looks good. We technically could put these 2 walls up, but I like it open. I think it looks good open, nice and vented, right? It's a fuel station, nice and vented, open. And then when it comes to the vehicles, it's more of, it's not necessarily a drive by. I kind of figure it's either you just kind of pull in or back in, fuel up, and then drive away. And the fuel, you can hit the fuel. Let's go see. Yeah, you know what? You're quicker and nimbler. So when it comes to the fuel, it's actually pretty, I shouldn't say far away, but it is a fair, let's go, sorry. It is actually a pretty decent distance. So all you have to do is just back in remotely close, and then, oh, there the high fella. I saw that little bump. All right, we'll get back to you. And this should just rip right on in. Then, okay, so let's see. Driving up and boop, right there. So right there it already hits. We could technically drive. We could drive as far as we want, but yeah, there we go. So that's my thought process. Is we're just gonna have it right like that, nothing too crazy, and then that also allows us to possibly, because I'm not too sure, I'm not dead set on which one or what to use yet, but I'm not against something. Okay, that's maybe a little too big, or is it? Yeah, I was just kind of, when it came to this area, I was more thinking the transport trucks. When you would have the trailers would be something like the back the trailers in. We have the transport trucks outside. We would have the machinery, the power equipment, plus any I I guess, sensitive or valuable equipment, some higher value equipment would be inside the shop. And then all of this, like just the random, like, the cultivators and all that sort of stuff would be plows, cultivators, all that sort of shit would be, excuse me, stuff would be piled up there. And like I said, interim too, right? So yeah. All right. Let's see. So what is next? Oh, that's right. I do know that we are going to be having there we go, right there. We are going to be having an electric vehicle eventually, probably, and we will forklifts, right? We probably will have a forklift. And I did realize that when it came to placing things, we can't. The landscape mode that Giant gives us doesn't give us the great access to the inside. So what I'm going to try here, because when it comes to park, it's the whole thing of the electric charging station is where do we put it? Where would we put it? I mean, I don't want to put it in the repair bay because that means we have to stick our electric stuff in the repair bay. But if stuff's in the repair bay, getting repaired, right? So I don't know. And we can't, unfortunately, when it comes to this, that's as far. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Oh. That's as far back as we can get about. Right about there for the back wall. Now, of course, we do have all of that. We do have all of the shelving there. So, yeah. But I was thinking this back corner because we could sneak it in here. So what we could do is we could just sneak this right beside. What about there? I wonder if it'll glow. It's only $5,000. That's something we can eat if we have to. But I'm thinking just this back corner, right? Because, I mean, we can have it back here. We can recharge it if we need be, whatever we have. And then, because I really can't see. Yeah, I think that's a good idea for right now. So we're going to leave that for right there. And again, when it comes to the placement of stuff, it is a little tougher on that side just because we can't see so far. That's the one downside with the deeper buildings, the bigger buildings. Unless you have amazing access to them, you can't really put too much inside. But that is only for console. That's completely different. Probably, we don't. Yeah, didn't have to close the door, but probably different on PC. But that is the way for us in console here. Now, okay, so that's done. We've got the transition there. We do the bump. So that was. Let's go back to softening. And we want the bigger soften. Gonna try that. We got our monies moving, so that's good. All right. Soften that right down to the road. Ooh, and that's the other thing too. I totally forgot. This part right here, we forgot to soften here because there actually is quite a, not jarring, but there is quite a bit of a little bit of a bump. And I do remember that we did forget to do that because coming down here is pretty good. I like that. It's coming down here, and then you hit that little spot right there. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it's something that I like to worry about. So now just a little quick, there we go, just up and down, right in the middle. That's it. Just a little, nothing too, I don't want to be going too far up, right? That's the main thing. I don't want to be going up, too far down. Oh, that's much more gutters. Oh, that's a happy boy. Okay. That's much better. Okay. And then, like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to close this area off. So what I'm thinking right now is probably, I'm thinking now would be a good time. Oh, you know what? No. Before we do that, we're going to save and we are going to try because I'm still not digging these jagged, but I don't want the edges to be so crazy. So what we're going to try is we're just going to try to soften, like see all this jagged stuff. So we're just going to try to keep, just little taps, right? I just want little taps. Oh, and then that just hopefully that doesn't, are we just going down the line? A little bit, just a little bit. Get that red right there. Nice and easy. So I just wanted to show a little bit of that just because I'm going to be doing it on, yeah, see that makes it, oh, see, that makes me feel a little bit better. And then we can just tap that in a little bit. I don't want to be holding it, right? I don't want to be holding it because then it's just going to keep doing it. And then this part right here, oh, that really kills me here. So I think we're going to soften, careful. We're going to soften this, which did, yeah, it did a little bit on the ground. That's okay. So a little bit of softening there. And then same thing, this little jagged edge, I think we're just going to rip down here. And then right to the ramp. That's it. I think we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that. Ooh, you know what? I do like this. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I feel better about that. We're gonna leave a little bit of the jagged. That we're gonna leave. That's gonna be character. This part right here. Yeah, let's soften that up a bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to be doing too much where I'm gonna forget where my entrance is. So we're going to leave that little bump for right now, just so I can remember where the entrance is. Obviously, just in case. My memory's good, just short. And then right here, yep, here we go. What started it all? Let's get some of this jagged down. There we go. That's not too bad. And then just this little, maybe this little bit right there. Yep. Just little taps, right? That's all I'm doing. This little taps, we're going to leave that one there again, just in case for the light. That's good there. And then up here, I think that's going to be what we're, oh, you know what? Can we? Yeah, there we go. We're just going to do little taps. There, there. Yeah, and not too close to that corner. I don't want to screw that corner up. Hey, that's not so bad. That's a little bit better than what it was. We're going to go camera angle the other way. It seems like the shadow. Oh, there we go. There's one right there. Okay, that's better. That makes me feel a little bit better. That's nice. Now, I did bring in one other thing I just want to see and try because, like I said, I'm not against putting a shed here if I find the right one that fits. Because right now I'm not really feeling anything right now. Yeah, I like there was that one. There was this one. I mean, that was kind of neat. But again, I feel like we just feel the farm out. I think right now we're just going to feel the farm out. But even with or without the shed, what we did do is we did add hold on. It is called the Decoration Rocks, and this is by OlaHaldor. We're actually using these in our Elm Creek rebuild. So yeah, in the Elm Creek rebuild, and we're using the rocks as well, and we're gonna try them out here. I think they're in others, aren't they? No, of course they're not. Oh, okay, so they're in decoration. Now, I don't think we're using as many decorations as we are in Elm Creek, so this should be relatively quick. Once there they are. Okay, my thought is, can we do a makeshift? Okay, mediums, large. Ho! Can we do a makeshift clean, dirty, moss dirt, clean 35? Interesting. And this is just one of those things I would love to. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not very good at doing this third thing. Now the retaining walls, the pond's one thing, but doing like a rock wall, you gotta like look at it and stuff. So what if we go? Because I don't want it to. It's not going to be the full wall, right? So what if we do something like this? And if we spin this around there and kind of connect it, maybe like that. Oh God, no! Oh God, no! Okay, yeah, forget that. Maybe I'll play around with it, but yeah, I think that's going to be a no. We are just going to paint it up though for now. I'll paint it up there for now. We got that going. Okay, you know what? I think at this point, we got that softened up. Got Got that road put in. We're gonna widen that out with the paint there, just because that's gonna be one of the entrances. Just do that. We're gonna put the paint in. Oh yeah, we've already got that all done. All right, I think it's fenced. That little bit. I sees it right there. Boom, boom. There we go. That's much more. Okay, and then there's no straight lines in nature. But an excavator is. All right, so we'll say that's there. We got the soften there. What are we running? We're running this thing. Okay, one more last check on that little bump. Let's just see. I mean, we've done too much at this point. There's no way that we're probably not saving, but just in case. See, that was nice. Okay. And then we are definitely going to be putting a little loop in here. And then I wish we could remove those posts or those signs. But we lined up our paint pretty good, so we're going to leave that. And then coming up here, same thing. We've got into here. All right, we've got our fuel station. We've got that. We've got a possible shed-ish, maybe. We're going to put some trailers in. What I'll do is I'll do the painting and the aging-ish sort of thing before... I'll do the painting and the aging. Excuse me. Oh, the brain fart here. Holy jumping. Just immediate. Oh, freeze up there. What was I talking about? Yeah, we'll do the painting, the thing, and the thing, and the thing. And oy vey. Get that all in. The painted and all in. And then the fencing. That's right. We'll do the fencing all in. Oh, that's what we're thinking. That's right. Because I was thinking the shed, and then that means okay. Here's the other thing that we're going for is because we're moving out of drop zone 1. All right, here's my theory, and this is something I'm sticking with it. So we have all sorts of bales. We've got weird stuff, right? So we've got bales, but we've also got construction stuff. We've got the pallets. We've got 70 slots inside the shed, which is fantastic. That's neat. I've never had that, so that's going to be interesting to have. Which will allow us to have our cement blocks and that sort of stuff. However, we also have our bales. What are we going to do with our bales? Because I don't want to be having to truck everything all the way over there until we're waiting for bales. So I did find the old storage, the old storage shed by Blacksheep Modding. And there's 2 versions. So there's one version in sheds, and then there's one version in silos. So the sheds version obviously is this without the there we go, sorry, without the ability to store, but this is 8 slots, and it gives us the ability to store 550 bales. And the great thing is it gives us also the ability to switch walls, so you can actually have the left wall or the right wall. So what we are going to do, I think you can already see what's happening. So snapping on, and like we knew something was going to happen here. I'm going to be putting this right here because I think it works really good for a wind block, right? For the wall setup. We're going to have it semi close to the edge, but not completely. And then free place item, hopefully yes. So this is where it's going to be a little bit of a test that unfortunately we won't know until we put bales in, if by having the bales off the edge, if things are going to go winkety wonkities. Because you can see right here, that little line, this retaining wall mod, when it puts the retaining wall mod, you have the ability to change the ground texture. So we have it for the gravel, but you can see where it does change, which means, so before I go age everything, I just want to show you this, is that if and when we paint, because I'd like to actually put just a little touch of dirt in and around underneath. However, if you get too close to it, it won't let you paint it. So that's where you got to be careful with that retaining wall. And if you're painting and you're like, wow, you're back here and you can't figure out why it's not painting, it's because, that's why. So like right here, I just want to put a little bit of dirt kind of coming in, coming out, stacking up. I do believe the wall, I hope, judging by the mod pictures, that the wall is where the bales are going to excuse me. Oh, hold up. Where do the bales come out? Okay, hold on. Hold on. One moment. Because I just realized that, because if the bales come out inside my silo. Yes, so see how the marker... Darn it. Okay, let me do some testing. One moment. Okay, so definitely comes out on the side of the wall. So the way it works is depending on what side we have it on. So if we have it on this side, which is what we want, is let's have it on this side. So then what's going to happen is if we do put it down, we're going to have to make sure it's about there, so to speak. Which I don't know. I don't know. Could, I mean, that still leaves. I don't think that's going to be bad, because I mean that would actually technically leave us enough room. Okay, let's just try this here real quick. Free mode on, snapping on. Yep. Let's go right about. You know what? Let's do right there. Why not? So then the thought is, because once these trailers, this stuff's going to be gone. I got to remember that this stuff's going to be gone. So that still leaves us a good chunk of entrance to come in. We can have that drop off. We can bale up, and all of our bales, 550 bales. That's over half of the amount of total bale storage I had in 22 for Elm Creek. And then what that still leaves us the ability to do, if need be, if need be, is we could still slap another one of these bunkers down if we wanted to. So I think it's 3609. Yeah, that one right there. So let's say we just for some reason are just overflowing with a certain crop, then it still allows us the ability to slap one of those in just in case. I mean, now that I'm sitting here looking at $512,000, I kind of want to do it right now. But I shall digress. We shall hold off for right now because we don't know. Could be something else. We might be able to put something else in, or what we could do too is maybe move one of these. Maybe put that one over there. Ooh. I mean, we are going to lose 40,000 out of the deal, obviously, but because if we sell that, yeah, that's 39,000 bucks. So something to think about, something to ponder. But for right now, like I said, we're going to put it in. We're going to put the aging in. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get the aging done, so to speak. We're just going to get the base aging done, and we're going to get this all painted up. All right, because right now it's looking like green nothing. All right, one moment. And it's done. Not only the painting, but we got the fencing in, we got the painting in, and we got a little bit of the blending in. I even went so far as to do some decorating as well. We put some shelving up on the outside just for future use. No idea why. Put a little bit of decoration right there. We actually found the same cement blocks as the fuel station there. So I put a couple of those in just to kind of separate the two so you can back in. That'll always be clear. We've got some areas right here. We put in some junk. I just took a bunch of the decoration stuff from all the decoration packs that we have right now and just put in some junk just to kind of build that up a little bit. And then what we also did was let's get you know what? Hey, there it is right there. Okay, so we also put some decoration inside the garage too, so make it look like a little bit more of a garage, a little bit more lived in, so to speak. So, and it was what I could get in with the angle, right? Because it was all about having the doors open and then just trying to get getting stuff up in there and onto the shelf. I had to have that door open because that door was actually giving us a little grief. And then this is the lift by Ikas. So I know he has the central lift and then a lift. So this is just the lift. And then what we did was we did the normal lift and we did the wide one. So that is way over in decorations. And where are we here? Whoop, there we go. So decorations way down. There is I think there's 4 or 5 options there for the lift. And there's like narrow, tall, wide, tall, all that sort of stuff. We just did the regular wide one. No, so close. Come on. Or did we miss it? Oh, nope, we didn't. There we go. Okay, there we go. So lift wide, tall, lift narrow, and lift wide. We just did the lift wide. I wasn't really too worried about the tall, especially because of the roof and the placement, but I still think it goes up pretty good. Wow, that's a little loud. So yeah, I think that goes up really well. And then unfortunately, when it comes to going down, you have to be near it, right? It's just the good old physics of farming simulator. So we go near it, it goes down. Like, all right, so we put that in, got that in, all that's ready to go. I'm so stoked about that. We also did a little bit of a shop spot right there. We also threw in a little bit of a barbecue area here, a little spot for us to stop, take a break, have a little gander, watch the sunset. And then there's also one more thing. Now, this is hold on, let me just double check here because it's something that it keeps popping up every time when I was doing my testers. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. My gut just keeps saying to put it in. So this is part of the Wooden Garages and Workshops mod by agrogaatti, and it is way down at the bottom here. There's these right here. So a whole bunch of options, lots of cool options. The one that I want right here is the additional shelter. So this is the additional shelter, and it comes with different options in the sense of different configurations too. So we want to go configuration. You can have design 1, where you have just an open lean-to, so to speak, and then on either side. So that's great. You can give both sides. But then they have this little curtain cover that I'm kind of really digging. And then you can have it on either side as well. So, or you can have both curtain covers, right? So what we want is this one right here. We're going to go to and again, you can change the colors. So we're going to go to the same color as our building. And I don't know why. We're going to go snapping on. My gut is just telling me just to put it on. I don't know why. So we're going to pop it in right. It's going to be a little, oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go. And then this one's a little tight just because we got to be watching out for there's the eavesdrop right there, and then there's the window to our right. And I know if I get it right close to the eavesdrop, we're having our snapping off because the snapping on just doesn't quite get to it. So there we go. Overlap on, just like that. So now the eavesdrop, yep, it's clear of the eavesdrop there. And then we should have a little spot to get through. Yeah, just clear the window there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And then we just open up our curtain, and there we go. And I like I said, I do not know why my gut is telling me. I have no plans for anything in. I don't know what we're gonna put in here. I don't know why we're doing that. I'm doing this. I just really want to do it. It's just saying to do it. So we're just gonna put a little bit of a dirt patch in there. Oh, wait. We forgot our grass first. So let's put some medium. Okay, easy. This is where it's a little interesting. But okay, the camera angle, a little medium there on the edges. And then we're going to go medium right there. Actually, we're going to go long right there, I think. Go here. Do long right there. Now, this is, oh, easy. Come on. This is where the camera gets in the way. So if we go wide out. There we go. Let's go grab our flashy light. There we go. Now we can kind of see a little bit worse. So I'm kidding. I think I can see a little bit better. We're just going to put a little bit of dirt in there just to work that in. And then what we'll do is we'll put in just a little trail, a little walking trail from back here. Keeping it a little one, but it's trying to get to the right. There we go. Come on. Hello. There we go. Come on, dirt. And then we're going to put a little bit of dirt underneath. That flashlight is really screwing up the light there. All right. And then we're going to put this in. Just again, work that in to the barbecue, to the door. There we go. I think that works good. Got a little trail in there. Trail back in here. There we go. A little walking path. That's our little brick spot. Have a little something to bite. And again, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I really like this. I think this is really neat. And I think that just kind of adds a little bit to the building. So that just kind of makes it look, I don't know. I hope you like it. I'm really digging this. Now, when it comes to the bushes, we did put a little bit of bushes down, but we didn't put too many because it's the winter time. So I am going to wait until spring, and then we're going to spruce this place up real good with the bushes come springtime. And then, we also did a little propane gas tank there on the side as well. Got that all in place. We got our fence all, okay, calm down, camera. Got our fence all up in here as well, blocking off and running its way down. So last but not least is what we have to do now is the testing for It's how we connect it. Okay, so all right, let's get right to it. We're gonna run up to our truck because I did a little prelim there, and oh, that's right. We put that building in. So let's save right now. We'll put that little shed side in. Now the lower back lot, I'm not against putting a shed down there, maybe, or a lean-to or something with cover, but I don't know what yet. And again, the farm grows, right? So the farm grows. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna go down there as we play the farm. Now, coming up to here, how do we connect this? That's the main thing, or that's the final thing when it comes to this, is how do we connect this? Because I don't want to be driving out this road to drive around, to drive down, and drive down into my farm. So my plan is that I'd like to be able to wake up in the morning, come out to my side-by-side. Maybe we're going to have to get an enclosed cab now, but come out to my side-by-side, and then what I was thinking is maybe drive. I'd like to make a little path, something like down here. Oh yeah, see that bump there? And then we just kind of drive down here, maybe around here, and then through here, and then that gives us our little connection. So to do that is, okay, so we're gonna try this here real quick. We're gonna put that in. Now this is where it's gonna be a little sketchy because we've got all of the trees around us, and the rock paint is gonna make it really bumpy, but once we paint this road in, then the bumpiness isn't going to be so bad. So let me just get this in here, and we're going to try to see if we can see our, yeah, there it is. I'm getting off kilter here a bit. So right about there, where's our, there you go. I got to pull back a bit to see those tired tracks. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I see them now. Up into there. Okay, so kind of like so. Then we'll get rid of these two bumps. We can put in some dirt there later, or some grass or forest texture. And then we want to come up and around here. And then this is where it's going to be the interesting part, because this is where it actually is going to suck, because there's this little bump right here. And the only way out of all the testing I've done, the only way for me to get rid of this is like for us to soften it. Because right now doing the paint is going to give us a little bit of a soften. However, it's not going to give us a real perfect soften around the trees, right? And then when you get too close to the trees, it won't let you do anything. So we're going to try it right now. I'm just going to see. So we're going to soften. I want it just to soften in here. And as we go, right about there, and then you can already see the money stopped. Oh, now the money started a bit. So coming this way again, money stopped again. So we squeeze, oh, careful. Yeah, we squeeze our way through the trees here a bit. The money's moving a little bit there. Oh, calm down. So then we just soften this down in here, like that, and then we'll get around real quick and get this softened like that. So now that'll just be a quick, just a quick little preliminary. So then when we come in, see, that's not that bad. That feels pretty good. And then it's when we get to here, ooh, oy vey. That's where it's real bad. So that's why we have some stone right there. So FAFO Gamer and I were talking a long time ago, because we were talking about plans and preliminary plans and all that fun stuff. And he mentioned that about how, because the only way for me to fix this, I've done all the testing, and the only way for me to actually fix this is to remove this big American elm right in front of us right there. So if we removed that big American elm, I could easily soften, I could easily soften the ground. However, it's just, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take out the American elm and then replant it, replace it. That just, I don't know. I mean, we could chop it down and then we could replant it. That could be doable, but this gave me an idea, because FAFO Gamer and I were talking, and he thought, why don't we just stick some stones in there and see what happens, see if we can get it to level out. So that's what we're going to try to do right now. So I'm gonna dump a pile of stones onto the ground. I'm going to get the skid steer. I'm going to slap some piles around and see what happens. This could take a while. So give me 1 second, because this could go horribly. I don't know, I think we're doing good. I ended up just dumping the whole pile in front, because I even put like 300 liters of stone in that skid steer. I couldn't barely move. So I just put the whole pile in front, And then I just got the level over here, and I'm just very slowly bringing it down and bringing it up, and just trying to push it. Kind of, I can see how it's like pushing itself up to the little dirt that we have painted here. So I'm hoping among all hope here that, oh jeez, did we do it? Yeah, okay, hold on, that looks kind of nasty. Let's just get her a little test here. Oh, nope, truck's running. Okay, so this way. We'll just dipsy doodle around now. I'm hoping this works. Oh. Yep, I'm hoping it. Oh, yeah, side by side doesn't work anymore, though. All right, so coming through here. A little bit of a dirt path. That's better than being yanked and janked all over the place. Okay, let's try this again. This way. That little bit right there that I don't like. There's that little bump right in the middle. I wonder if we can grab that with the... Oh, I wonder if we can go the other way with the leveler. I'm also not too sure what... Okay, I do like what's happening here, so let's just save it right now. Let's just see here. Okay, quick. Because this is it. This will be the final little bit of a touches, and like I said, the bushes, that'll all have to come in the spring, because I can't do it like that. It's just not gonna fly. Not in the winter time when we can barely see with the foliage and what have you. So I'm wondering if we drive over that. No, that's still a little bit of a bump. Okay, so what if we go? Oh, I see something's moving. No, careful. Oh, we're digging. I think here. Hold on. Did we just screw it up even harder? Ooh. Oh, hold on. Maybe we... Oh, let's try going in from the other side now. Oh, and I think we just moved a bit. Hold on. Let's just see here. So here we go. Down. Just a little. Oh, I see. It's lifting me up a bit. Okay, there we go. Yep, turn, please. Oh, thanks. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, I see. Oh, I think that bump might just be there eternally. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Did that just leave it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's get you. We'll throw you over there. Let's go get the pickup truck now. From time to time, I would like to kind of see this truck maybe be left more so down at the shop, and then also like have the International, just have the little tiny International 200 there, down on it, like up at the house, you know, has like the wife's truck. Or, I haven't, I'm definitely interested in getting that Bighorn too, so maybe we'll bring that as a service truck, and then we can... It's a little bumpy, but it's not horrible. Like, I mean, gravel roads get bumpy. Right? This is a farm. It's not perfect. We are definitely not perfect here. So then coming this way. Little bumpy gravel. Not bad. I mean, it could be better. And if you know of any tricks to make this better, let me know in the comments. That'd be greatly appreciated. I know there are some pretty nice levelers out there too, or maybe I'm just using the wrong tool. Maybe there's a different tool that is just way better for doing this. Ooh, a dozer. Maybe I should get a dozer. That might work. I do like this though. Okay, so what I would like to do though, okay, I think I'm gonna save. And reload, and we're gonna see what this looks like. Okay, so let's save. Okay, let's save, let's reload, and let's see what it looks like. All right, moment of truth. Loading in, and survey says, oh, once you stop, okay, think game. There we go. Come on, frame rates, catch up. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's not that bad looking at all. I mean, I can see it kind of stepped a bit, so I'm wondering if there's a way to soften that. But if there's not, I'm okay with that. All right, let's check it out. Let's go see. So first off, let's see what it looks like. I just want to see. Oh, I like it. I like it. So then coming down again, so just coming in for the morning, down to start the day. Going down into oh, you know what? I'm liking that. Oh, yes. So like I said, basically coming down here, come down and in here, and then we have all of our equipment, everything ready to go down at the shop. So we come down to the shop here. I'm thinking maybe, because everything would be closed, right? So maybe we would park right about here, maybe. I think so. Park there, hop inside here, get into our shop, and we start the day, right? See something's on the hoist or not, fix it up. We got all our supply in the back. We're going to have all of our equipment over here. We're going to have most of our trailers are going to be probably up here, I'm thinking. And then the farm equipment too. I'm thinking like ends and, odds and ends and stuff will be down in here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I'm really digging this. I'm really digging this. And I have no idea what in the world is going to go in there. But if you can think of anything, let me know. There you go. Even curtain rods and everything there. There's got to be some, I don't know what. We're going to put something in there. But what? Okay, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. All that's left now is to move out. Move out of Drop Zone 1 and move into our new shop. So I got to get all this stuff put back in place for the night, and we can call it a night, and then we can ride our horses, get all that stuff done, and then it looks like we can move in for December 2nd. That'll be awesome. Okay, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I am so excited to finally have our shop have nice, clean equipment finally. Keep it clean. All right, thanks again, and we will see you soon.